I would think this executive buyer review that you have pioneered is one of those high value elements where you're going in to get credit, you're going in there to help make sure that customers getting recognized. Frank did a great job on this implementation. You're going in also to maybe get guidance on where are we with the outcome and how can you help us. Tell us what business impacts you've seen with putting that governance approach in and how much it has a weighting on the overall health.
Yeah, so there's actually two heuristics that talk to what you just mentioned. So one of them is what we call the W letter, or the W communication. That is, you might have sold up top and now you're kind of going down to the different levels of the business and you're doing your implementations, you're doing your initiatives, and then you're coming back up to report status or to escalate or to give credit or to take credit, whatever it might be. I mean, we really look at ourselves hip to hip with the customer teams in the field, and we're taking credit and we are escalating together. But we're doing that more frequently. Like, that's almost bi-weekly, in some cases weekly, and that's a communication.
Tell me, in that bi-weekly, is that new into an implementation or a run rate existing something that's
it's always there.
Always there, a 2-week frequency.
So during an onboarding, you might have a customer success manager, the resident engineer, and the account executive all together building that communication going to the executive buyer. Once they're through onboarding and they're really doing more adoption or expansion, the resources might change from our side. We might shift from onboarding, implementation, integration resources to training and enablement or specialist resources that are working with the customer as they adopt public cloud or they adopt containers. We'll bring in specialists there. But the communication always continues. So the account executive might take more of a role during adoption and expansion,
right.
Whereas and communicate that messaging of escalation or credit taking to the executive buyer. And those communications, which happen every 2 weeks, lay the foundation for what we call the executive briefings, right? But by putting those things in place, the W letter feeds in ultimately to what you can go claim credit for in the executive briefings. You can translate all the compounded work into value, and then hopefully, in most cases, we're laying the foundation for the next deal.